Welcome everyone. Today we have a little thrift store find here. We have a Pokemon Yellow. Alright, let's give it a quick test here and see if it works. Let's turn it on, and as we can see, that's not a very good sign. Let's see if we can get it working. Alright, the easiest way to clean these up is take them out fast, take them apart fast. Let's pull this one apart. Looks pretty good inside. It doesn't look like it's leaking the battery. Looks pretty good there. So let's start with a little bit of isopropyl and a Q-tip. So let's give it a bit of a clean here. And one thing I like to do too is use a bit of an eraser. This is just a white eraser, works really well. And go over the contacts. Well, you'll see we'll take off a lot of the tarnish and corrosion. All right, let's clean her one more time. Let's get everything off of it. Looks pretty good. The other side of the board is looking pretty good. Yeah, let's go over the dry one here. I don't like to use anything too harsh on these. Like some people like to use magic eraser, but I find just a regular pencil eraser, a white one, works great. You don't need anything else. Looks like the inside of our cover could use a bit of a clean. Well, let's just clean it up with a little alcohol. Looks like we better check the battery out and see what kind of condition it is. We may have to replace that. Usually at this age of a cartridge, you'll find there's not a lot of voltage left on them. So while we got it open here, let's pull out our meter. And we'll check our DC volts. And let's see what we got here. Wow. We have a whole 0.2 volts. I think our battery might be finished, so we're going to have to replace that. But in the meantime, let's put this back together. Put our board back in the case. All right, and let's see how that works. A good Nintendo symbol. Get a little volume here. There we go. So, looks like we have a working Pokemon Yellow. Let's see if we can start this up. New game. That's because the battery's dead and it didn't save any games. So, what I will do now is I'm going to take this apart again. I won't bore you with showing you how to replace a battery, but that is the one we're going to replace. So we have here our trusty eBay supply of batteries, and we have one here. So we need to replace that. So what I'm going to do is pause things here for a minute. I'm going to fire up the soldering iron and replace the battery, and then come back and we'll test it again. So I'll be right back. All right, we are back. We now have a new cell installed. Quick little clean. We'll clean any of the little bit of flux that's off. Let's fire up our trusty meter here. And let's take a look at our battery. We now have 3.3 volts. So now we should be able to save our games. And when we power it off, they'll still be there. All right, let's give it a final one more test. Let's put it back together. That in there. And put our cartridge back together. Let's throw our screw back in quick. All right, let's drop it into our Gameboy SP here. And all right, let's power it up. And as you can see, Pokemon Yellow lives again. Pokemon Yellow. And we'll start a new game. And let's just go Ash. Ash. See if we can get her through all this. And let's try to save. And let's save the game. Game is now saved. Let's turn it off. And let's turn it back on. And we have continue. There we go. Another Game Boy Yellow. Saved from the landfill. This will, hopefully, somebody else will enjoy now that it's working. New battery, all cleaned up and powered up. So, hope everybody enjoyed this. We'll talk to you again soon, and we'll see you later.